Rich, what was the feeling getting on the ice today amongst the guys?
Well, it was a good vibe. I think everyone clearly was excited to play hockey. It's always a good day at the hockey arena. So yeah, it was good. Good feel, good practice. A lot of fun. Good to see everybody.
Got a lot of games coming up here in the month of May. What's your message to your teammates ahead of a game on Saturday and the rest of a very busy finish to the schedule?
Well, I think, I don't think there's a lot that I feel like doesn't really need to be said. At any point, I think we're all aware, in society, at any point in time, our careers can be put on hold, our lives can be held up. We're very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate to play a game that I love. And I've had a few instances now where that's taken away like that on a dime, and it's not a very good feeling when you feel like you've maybe not exhausted your talent every day. And I feel like everyone's kind of realizing that, and it's good for a lot of the younger players on our team to experience these things, because these are sort of lessons you kind of get as you grow older and you get later in your career. I think you get a glimpse of maybe reality that your career could be over at any time. So it's a good lesson, and I think my message to the guys will be play hard and have fun. No different than it would be if in any other season game. I don't think there's any need to get too emotional over it. I think we want to take a more tactical, calm, and calculated approach moving forward with so many games, right? I mean, 13 games in 20 days. You want to play well every night, and you don't want to come in and overdo it right away. I think nothing special. Just execute. Always work our hardest. Always be hard to play against, and that's going to be my message to the guys.
Next question goes to Nick Barden. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Rich. I know a few days ago it was your birthday, and first off, happy belated. But in a time like this, where, like you said, like talk can just be snapped from your fingers, how do you, in a sense, maybe just when you're at home and not being able to go out, what do you do in your free time just to sort of get away from that maybe mentality that you won't be able to play for a while?
Well, I don't do anything out of the ordinary. I read books, watch TV, work out, talk to friends. My girlfriend, Isabel, has been living with me for the past year. So that's been fun. That's been a whole other experience in itself. But that's it. I mean, listen, I live a pretty amazing life. Being put in a quarantine for 2 weeks is very easy. I've been in places where everybody knows my story, right? I've been in some places that are a little harder to be quarantined at home, where I have the internet. I can go in my backyard, cook my own food. I live an amazing life, and there's a lot of people less fortunate than me. So for me to be able to just be a healthy human with money in the bank, a family that loves me, is enough for me.
Next question goes to Terry Koshan. Go ahead, Terry.
Hey, Rich, good to see you back. I don't imagine in the captain's handbook there's much that dealing with a COVID-related pause. What was that like for you from that perspective, and keeping in touch with the guys and trying to keep your hands on top of things that way past couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think like anything, there's I have friends that are friends outside of hockey, and we connect on a deeper level than just playing. But we had a few Zoom calls as an organization where it was good to see everyone's face. Our strength and conditioning coaches set up a challenge where we would have to FaceTime each other to sort of have a witness on different exercises. So it was good. We were always kind of FaceTiming each other and just talking. We've got a group chat that all the guys are in, and that's it. But it's also another opportunity to maybe just reconnect with yourself or your family or your friends outside of the game, and use that time, because once we get going, right, like our lives are so, self-absorbed, right? Our careers are all about us. And, when you step away, maybe it's a good time to get to sort of pay back, all your friends that want to hang out with you and talk to you and catch up on phone calls. So I think that was something that I enjoyed, right?
Good. Thanks, Rich.
Next question goes to Patrick Williams. Go ahead, Patrick.
Rich, when you think maybe a couple years ahead, what do you think you and some of your teammates are going to take from this whole season, this whole experience going through this as lessons?
I think something that jumps out to mind was what I sort of just referenced earlier, just having, a daily gratitude to be able to be a hockey player, specifically with this organization and living in Toronto, playing for the Marlies. I think that's something I'll look back on, and I don't ever want to move out of that mindset. Just having a very, very thankful to be able to do what I do. But that being said, there's tons of lessons that can come from this. It's learning how to prepare yourself physically when you don't have access to a gym. Really going inside yourself and finding, what interests you and keeps you motivated on a daily basis to get up and be happy, just cherishing those friendships. Certainly, learning how to wash my hands every 20 minutes and wear my mask. And, I'm a big hugger. So it's like, how do I say hi to people without hugging, shaking hands? I'm joking a little bit, but we could sit here for hours and I can talk to you. I can talk into this little Padcaster iPad and not see any of your faces, and we can talk about life. But listen, man, like, life's good. We all need to recognize we're living in a city that's dealing with the reality of COVID not going away. So I'm just grateful to be healthy, and we all need to just cherish these moments and do what we need to do to get through this time. Like, there's a lot worse, experiences we can be going through.
We'll just go two more. Next up is Joshua Cloak. Go ahead, Joshua.
Hey, Rich. We learned, over the last few days that Jason Spezza kind of spearheaded an effort to help out some of the Marlies that had seen their salary kind of cut back this season. What was your immediate reaction, when you found out about those efforts from Jason?
We're overwhelmed with gratitude and but I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised. I've gotten to know Jason over the years through friends and playing against him, and a lot of mutual friends, and then these last few years to get him to know more on a personal level. Like, it doesn't surprise me. So I think it's a tough time, right? Like, financial insecurity is a real thing at our level right now. And for Jason and the Maple Leafs players and the Maple Leafs organization to step up and do this is world class. And, hopefully one day we can all be in a position to pay it forward in some way, like we've received. And, I know Jason wanted to remain very low key and almost anonymous on this, and the Leafs players, but our city being our city, it's hard to keep a secret. But, I have all the respect in the world for Jason and all those guys on that team. I wish them well, and I hope they have a long playoff run and achieve everything that they want. And I know the guys on our team here are extremely grateful. It was an amazing gesture by them.